It's Friday night. You're hungry. You pull out your phone, open a map, and type "food near me." And that's when it begins, the endless scroll. This place has 4.7 stars, but only 50 reviews. This one has 4.2 stars, but over 3,000 reviews. You haven't tasted the food, you don't know the chef, but you feel a magnetic pull towards the one validated by the crowd. Why? Why do we instinctively trust the wisdom of 1,000 strangers over our own curiosity? The answer isn't in a marketing textbook. It's hardwired into your DNA. It's a survival algorithm that's been running for over 100,000 years. This powerful psychological force is called social proof. It's the simple idea that we determine what is correct by finding out what other people think is correct. It's a mental shortcut. When we're uncertain, our brain outsources the decision-making process to the herd. If everyone is doing it, it must be the safe, smart, or valuable thing to do. But to understand why this shortcut is so deeply ingrained, we need to rewind the clock. Way back. Before cities, before currency, before restaurants. Imagine you're an early human on the African savanna. You're foraging for food. You come to a fork in the path. Down one path, you see nothing but silence. The other path is covered in the footprints of your tribe. Which do you choose? The unknown path could lead to a new berry patch, or it could lead straight to a hungry saber-toothed tiger. But the path with footprints? That's the path your people took. It's the path that led to survival. In this world, conformity wasn't about being popular. It was a life-or-death calculation. The individual who went off on their own was an easy target. The one who stuck with the group lived to see another day. Every time our ancestors made that safe choice, their brains rewarded them. A little dopamine hit. Good job. You followed the tribe. You survived. Generation after generation, this behavior was reinforced, carving a deep neural pathway in our collective psyche. An instinct. A piece of code that says, when in doubt, do what everyone else is doing. Now, fast forward back to 2024. Your brain is still running that same ancient software. The dangerous, unknown savanna is now the internet, an infinite landscape of choices. The saber-toothed tiger isn't a predator, it's a bad meal, wasted money, a disappointing night out. And the footprints of your tribe? They're the star ratings. They're the review counts. They're the digital breadcrumbs telling your primitive brain which path is safe. A 4.5-star rating isn't just a number. To your subconscious, it's a chorus of voices from the tribe saying, "We ate these berries. They are good. They will not poison you." And the number of reviews? That's the size of the tribe that has tested the path. A place with 3,000 reviews is a well-trodden, guaranteed safe passage. A place with 50 is a risky venture into the unknown. A single scathing 1-star review? That's the modern equivalent of a skull and crossbones on the trail. UG ate here. UG got sick. Avoid this path. Your survival instinct screams at you to listen. This ancient glitch is incredibly efficient. But it's also lazy. It makes us outsource our thinking and, in the modern world, it makes us incredibly easy to manipulate. Because what happens when the footprints are fake? When marketers and bots create thousands of artificial reviews to make a new, untested path look like the safest one? Your ancient brain can't tell the difference. It just sees the overwhelming social proof and follows, sometimes leading you to a product, a service, or an idea that isn't good for you at all. We see this everywhere. Products labeled Amazon's Choice, movies with 98% on Rotten Tomatoes, politicians pointing to poll numbers. They are all hacking into this primitive part of your brain. So, how do you fight back against a 100,000-year-old instinct? You don't. You can't erase the code. But you can become aware of it. You can upgrade the user. First, just by knowing this bias exists, you're already more immune. When you feel that pull towards the most popular option, pause. Ask yourself, is this my brain being smart, or my brain being lazy? Second, look for quality, not just quantity. Instead of just looking at the rating, read the 3-star reviews. They are often the most balanced and honest, detailing both the pros and the cons, not just blind praise or irrational hate. And finally, dare to take the other path sometimes. Try that new restaurant with only a handful of reviews. The saber-toothed tiger is gone. The worst thing that can happen is a mediocre slice of pizza. But the best thing? You might just discover the next hidden gem. Our brains are ancient relics navigating a futuristic world. Understanding these built-in glitches, these echoes of our ancestors, doesn't make us weak. It gives us the power to choose when to listen to the crowd, and when to listen to ourselves. What's a time social proof totally controlled your decision? Let us know in the comments below. And for more deep dives into the psychology that runs your life, make sure to subscribe.